Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Theresa here. Just me and the critters. Excuse me. I ain't like my little fleece jacket thing, vest thing. I still don't think I'm too thrilled with Top Hatter. We'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, it is December 19th, y'all. If you haven't started with your Christmas, you better start. Even if you have no money, find something to make. Find something to give away. Find a coupon. You can make a coupon that says that you will watch their child, watch their dog, maybe clean up their yard, help fold laundry, maybe that you're going to cook a meal and bring it over at a later date. There's always something to be given. If it's nothing else than good cheer and love. So that's the way I feel. You know, I think it's an easy scapegoat when people say, oh, I'm broke. I can't afford anything for Christmas. Sometimes you have to dig down a whole lot deeper and just think about what you have and what you can do. Maybe you can bake a cake. Maybe you can, like I said, make a meal for later on. Maybe you know that they happen to love whatever salad, let's say whatever macaroni salad or potato salad that you made at a cookout. You know they love it. Well, you can make up a dish of that and give it for Christmas. Hey, here's for Christmas. Whether you use it for Christmas or you use it, a few days after Christmas, you can do the cookie in the jar or the cake in the jar. You can do the mug cakes like we were going to do. Very easy thing. There's always something to be given. You can make out coupons to do something for them later on. You can offer to give them a pedicure. You can offer just even rub lotion on an elderly person's feet and hands, Or if they're a woman, even a guy, if you want to clip their fingernails for them and file them for them and stuff, that feels good. And the human touch feels very, very good. So that's all I have to say about that. I better put this away before I get hurt on it. So yeah, December 19th, 2019. It is Thursday afternoon, 4:17. And let's see what the weather. It was darn cold. It was colder last night here than it was in Wyoming where my daughters are. It was 1 degree colder here than there because it was 35 degrees here and it was 36 degrees there. Well, currently, right now, it is 53 degrees. Feels like 51. High day would be 53. The low tonight will be 39. Partially cloudy. Let's see. No rain expected today. Humidity is 36%. Wind 7 miles per hour from the northeast. Sunrise is at 7:28 a.m. Sunset will be here at 5:41 p.m. And tomorrow, it's going to be a really nice day. It's only 10% chance of rain. It'll be up to 65 and a low will be 51. That's perfect. And I was kind of holding my breath there because, see, I got clothes out on the line because when it gets that cold here in the house, my hanging up clothes do not want to dry. And I'm a committed housewife, domestic engineer, house manager, whatever you want to call me. I got to get the hubby's clothes dry so he can wear them to work. So I was hanging them outside, and I'm like, please tell me it's not going to rain. I mean, it was, so yeah, it's not, so I'm happy. What else am I trying to tell you guys? Top Hatter. I've gotten a lot of really crappy stuff from them, okay? I mean, stuff that shows that it's supposed to be in a great big envelope. Like, we bought some fishing lures for our one grandson for his upcoming birthday. It's a couple months away, but I like to kind of plan ahead. What they sent was a joke. So, it's a good thing I wasn't just hardcore needing that. I'll get him something else. I told Brad, I said, you might as well put those little things in our tackle box. So, we got in the Nintendo Mini. It's the old school. It's got 620 games on it. Got a couple controllers. The jury's kind of out on that. Now, the smartwatch I got in for my husband was wonderful. he accidentally forgot that it was not waterproof, and it got, he took a shower. So we're drying it out with rice. We'll see. So, for the most part, though, I have to say their stuff is a joke. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. My poor sister-in-law. Did I tell you guys my brother-in-law? I did. I told you about his. He said his leg still really hurt yesterday. So, yike. What have I been doing? Yesterday was a better day, and then, okay, I tried to make this taco casserole. Did you like my hat? It's a little big on me because Brad wears it, and it just fits his head perfectly, so he's got a big head. So on me, it's kind of, you know. I got this years and years ago at Dollar Tree, though. If you want some inexpensive Christmas hats that are fun, that's what I would say go to. They're probably all gone now, but, I try to make this taco casserole yesterday, and yes, I was scrimping, okay, and I made it the same way I did, but last time I made it, I used, kidney beans, and this time I didn't, and I didn't put any refried beans in, and I should have, and also, I didn't put in the salsa that I normally put in, I just put in some taco sauce. See, I was saving my jar of salsa for when I make the 7-layer dip on Christmas Eve. Well, and then I put in some onions and peppers, and I used a can of the diced tomato with the hot peppers in them. Then I used my normal spices, and I used garlic salt instead of garlic powder, so it was salty, and it was hot. And at first Brad said, I said, man, that's hot. And he was eating it. He's like, oh, no, I don't think so. So I said, well, I'm done eating it. I'd eaten maybe a fourth of it. I just didn't like it and everything, so he's eating it, trying to put on that brave face. Finally, he goes, that's got some kick to it. And I'm like, I thought you said it wasn't hot. And he's like, well, the more you eat of it. So, I don't know, it just didn't turn out that well. And I had used also mozzarella cheese, instead of cheddar cheese, because I was saving my cheddar cheese. Dun, 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 dun. You guys know. Well, come here, my kitty. I was saving my cheddar cheese for, the 7-layer dip. I know, and it just didn't turn out well. I threw it out last night because it was just not. I hate doing that. And Brad said, at 300 and some meals, you might have a flop once in a while. It's like, I know, but still, I hate that. So, I had a couple frozen burritos, and he had eaten most of his, so he didn't have anything. Besides that, though, nothing really going on. I just kind of chilling out. Oh, I know what I was going to talk to you guys about. I get on here and I get kind of like, like it. You would love a dove. Brad laughs. Because, like, if I fall asleep in the chair, I'll fall asleep just, upright like this. She will come and find me wherever my chest is. And come crawl on it. And Brad said, every cat's been that way. And I forgot about that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Every cat has been away. It's just a show for them. Okay. Well, at least it serves a purpose, right? Kitty cat. Made a little nest for her this morning on my bed. And I was using it's a kitten blanket, one of those soft throws. I'm a weirdo. I always use it on top of my pillows. I like to lay on something soft. Well, anyway, I made a nest for her up there, and she was just really digging that. And I said, you're still the only kitty cat. It's okay. So, what I was thinking about was wanting us all to maybe take a reflection back, because I know for a lot of people that Christmas is a hard time of the year. So maybe we can take a moment and reflect back on happier Christmases. Maybe think of your very happiest Christmas, whether it was a child or as an adult. and think about what maybe some of the sights and the smells and what was making you so happy. I mean, on a lot of this, and I know this won't surprise you guys, but a lot of this was the colors, the sights of the lights and the colors. I remember one year, the kids were little, and we used to always go look at lights, right? That was something that we loved to do at night. So we'd pile everybody into our car, and we'd go look at lights. Well, one year in particular, it had just snowed. We should not probably have even been out on the roads. I mean, because we slid through a couple stop signs. I remember Brad said, I hope nobody's coming. And we approached a stop sign and he couldn't stop. And I said, because we are. Nobody was coming, thank the Lord. But it had just snowed. So all the lights were just magical, the light reflection off of the white iridescent of the crystal and the snowflakes and stuff. It was just looked magical. It was just so beautiful, you know. So I mean, it was so fresh of a snow that most houses there were not even any footprints or dog tracks or anything. It was just that beautiful. And so I remember that was just beautiful. I remember going over to my grandmother's house and being so excited. And that was the one time a year your parents would buy you a new dress. And this dress is going to be so big, right? The first year you have it. Because they expect you to wear it 2, 3, 4 years. So, the first couple of years you have it, it's just swimming on you. But you feel pretty. And that might be when you get a new pair of dress shoes. Because they want you to look, all pretty and stuff. And new pair of ties. And, that you get fussed over with your hair. And I remember going to my grandmother's house. And I felt so pretty. I had on this dark maroon red dress. And it was kind of a velvet type. And I felt so pretty in it. And I was kind of twirling. And grandmother always did the most beautiful trees. I've told you guys that before. Her birthday was on Christmas Eve. She was a grandmother I was so close with, but she would put it just seemed like thousands of twinkling lights on her tree. And there was not like a bare spot. I mean, she did the most meticulous trees. And I don't know how long that must have taken her. A lot of years she did the real tinsel and stuff. When you used to be able to get the heavier stuff. I'm showing my age. I know I'm 55 now, so yeah. But yeah. And if there was a new light that came out, usually she would have it. Like I remember when the bubble lights first came out. It's like, ooh. And then there would just seem like thousands of presents under and around the tree. Well, there was 5 grandkids and four, 5, 6, 7 adults and 5 grandkids. So, yeah, it was just very magical. And, they would have Christmas music playing and grandma would have like, it would be all festive. She always made her own Tom and Jerry batter. And, and then you'd have the hot water and, I think it was, what was it, rum or something? Anyway, and then you'd sprinkle a little bit of nutmeg on top. Everybody was having that. I used to be out there helping her fix it. She used to put some of the whiskey in mine. But it was everybody looked forward to that. And there would be cookies and cake and just, at that age, you don't notice any of the friction going on in the family, though it just seemed like happiness and laughter and excitement. And we always opened up all the Christmas presents on Christmas Eve, so you would be waiting and waiting and waiting, and yeah, it was it was a lot of excitement, a lot of fun, you know. I think it's important to remember that, and you know that one of the things I think is important to look at is, as much as we're missing our loved ones, and when we're remembering all of these fond memories from Christmases, we had our elders that were missing loved ones too, and we just didn't know it. So I think it's important for us to put on the bravest face and the happiest face so that we can have our younger generation have really fond memories of us, you know. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just being very grateful for everybody that is still alive and doing okay, or even if you're not doing okay, that you know I'm thinking about you. You know, Shirley, I'm thinking about you, and I am praying, you know, that everything is going as well as it can be. And my friend Kathy and Leanne, and my other friend Leanne. I have two Leannes that live in California. Oh, my dear sweet friend Mary. I don't think she watches my channel. I don't think she has time. Look what she sent. I'll show you this. She lives in California, right? Up where she lives, there's all these fields of orange trees. And I tell you what, it's one of the coolest things. It's around Fillmore, California, so maybe you can type that in. When they are done with an orange tree, they pull it out of the ground and turn it upside down. I've actually done some, I don't know where it is. I've done some artwork. I did a pen and ink of that because I just thought it was so intriguing. And so the bees that pollinate, right, the orange trees, they make honey, and it's got just a slight orange tinge to it, or taste to it, and it is our favorite honey. And we're out of honey, and we've been out of this kind of honey for a couple years, and she's the one that always sends it to us, and oh, it's just beautiful, and it was just wonderful. But it's called Topanga Quality Honey. Now I'm gonna tell you guys how. Oh, their farm is 100% solar. It's talking about all the enzyme and vitamins in it and stuff. It's from. Okay, here's the website if y'all are interested for really good honey. It's got like just a slight orange taste to it. It's www.BENNETTHONEY.com. Bonette's Honey Farm. And so this is just a beautiful, beautiful honey. It just is super. So yeah, she sent us that. That was so sweet of her. What else? We're gonna take Nixie and Heidi. You're not in your brother's dog food, are you? Good girl. Okay, we don't want to eat brother's dog food. Okay, you want to eat your dog food. She goes over there whenever she can, sneaks and eats the dog food. Huh? I know, but you need to eat your own dog food, okay? The stuff that costs so much, because we don't want you to have another surgery. We don't want you to get any more bladder stones, because those are very painful, aren't they? Come here, let me do your. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. So anyway, yeah, think about what I wanted you guys to do is think about a Christmas time that was just so magical or wonderful, and then maybe you can take away even small bits and parts of it. Maybe it was the first Christmas with your now deceased husband or wife. Well, it would probably be the fun of decorating the tree and stuff. You can get a real small tree and maybe have just a few of those very special ornaments, or even hang a small picture of him on it. And you could even talk to your deceased spouse. This is just suggestions, okay, guys? You could even talk, or anybody that's deceased, and tell them how much they meant to you, and maybe Christmas memories and stuff. You'll have a little bit of Christmas music softly playing in the background. I think it's important to um, make new traditions. We talked about that before, that when you first leave home, you may start a few new traditions, or you may not, because you may always go back home. So when you get married in any form or relationship, any way you want, whether you're gay or lesbian, or traditional. I hate to say traditional, because anymore that's not really just the man and the woman, or the two men or the two women. I mean, or it's just very close friends, that you start new traditions. Well, then once your life changes, let's say that you're just a man and a woman, and you have kids, and they leave home and stuff and have their own family. So you find yourself doing new traditions, and new traditions that make you happy. So, yeah, I think it's all good. I mean, we're all just going to get through it, right? It's less than a week. And then, something that's wonderful is that it doesn't matter New Year's, if that's something I think we all celebrate. And yeah, you may have memories of that also, or you may not. But we just got to make the best of it. Real quick on here, I would love it if you guys would say an extra prayer for my husband. I haven't said too much about it lately, but my husband, one of the things that's happening now is, with the neuropathy and everything, is his lack of balance. And so he's been falling more often, which really worries me. He does have the ball rolling. He does have an MRI scheduled. He does have an appointment with chiropractic team. He is working on, I found a couple other uh, neurologists. I guess that's what we're going to have him see. And definitely nerves. His handshakes have gotten a lot worse, and the pain is just unbearable for him for the most part. But he fell again this morning, and I heard it. I asked him if it was okay, and I couldn't really hear what he said. I knew he'd fallen. So I came out. I got up out of bed, and I came out here, and he had gotten up and stuff, but, he's fallen pretty hard, and he was pretty shaken up by it. I helped him. I made his lunch, and I just, kind of had him sit for a few minutes, and, all of that, but, the very hard thing, especially when you're male and you're used to being a big, strapping, strong guy, and now, this is happening. So we got to get him some help soon, because it's not getting any better. So I'm going to show you one cute thing real quick. I don't know if it'll show up or not. Hopefully it will, of the dogs this morning. They were so cute. Yeah. There you go. See, Charlie's got his head on Nixie's back. Yeah, they was laying there cuddling because they love each other. So, yeah, those are the babies. But anyway, I'm hoping that you guys have having a Merry Christmas. I need to start baking, doing a little bit of baking. I haven't done any because I'm trying not to, but I want to do just a little bit of holiday baking. But anyway, just want to tell you guys that I love you, and I do cherish your friendship so very much, and I'm thinking about you this holiday season, and I think you're awesome, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I've been doing every day this week, and I'm really liking it. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.